Okay, in this video today on cutting this shampoo shelf or shower niche, I'm going to go over how to cut the tile, showing you some techniques, how to sight it in and how to line up your tile with your tile saw or your wet saw, and how to get them fit in place. I also want to do a quick shout out here for Nathan Likes Drums. Nathan has a really good channel. He has some classic rock drum covers. If you don't know what that is, check out Nathan Likes Drums. He plays drums. But check him out. Then he also has some Christian drum covers as well. Alright, I just cut this, okay? This is going on the shampoo shelf or the shampoo niche, shower niche. I cut this, alright, but I've got this piece here, alright? It didn't cut, it kind of moved. Now, if I attempt to line this up here and bring this and then slide it along the edge in order to cut this, see, what's going to happen, it's literally going to push this out as it cuts, and it won't cut this off clean and smooth. It will not do it. So how you do that is you flip it around, you bring this up, you go to the back side of the blade. I line this up with the blade here, and then I pull it forward and I make the cut as I hold this and push it into the blade. Let's do that. Here we go. Now this cut here is nice and clean. Otherwise it would not be a nice straight cut. Like I said, it would have pushed it out and I would have had to play with it, and it's hard to make it straight. Go on the back side of the blade and cut it off. Line your tile up with the blade. Push in firmly and then slowly bring it across and you're good. So, let's see how these are going to fit. Alright, now, let's see how this lines up. This is the tile I just cut, number 6. Alright, number 6. Alright, here we are, number 6. That's going to work out pretty good, not bad. Alright. Then we've got number 5. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Alright. Then we have 4. Okay. There's 4. Nice. Nice. Okay. And 3. I want the angled cut of this to the bottom, and again, there we are, nice and flush. We have 1 and 2 to cut, and we're going to go cut that right now. Let me get this. Okay, now we're going to cut some of these last 2 tiles. I'm going to be using wedges. Now if you don't have these little wedges you get for tiling, they're in the leveling system. That's where these come from, is the leveling system wedges. Alright, you can always cut a wedge out of your tile or use your scrap pieces as wedges. For example, you know, I can use this for a wedge, I can use this piece for a wedge, maybe a combination of both of them, or I can just cut a wedge out of a scrap piece of tile that I need to do the job. Alright, so, and I'd use these scrap pieces a lot, and sometimes they're easier to use actually than the plastic ones. You can make a wedge out of a wood as well. Alright, take this backing off, it isn't necessary. Okay, there we go. Alright, I want to bring this to this side of the blade. Now, when I cut these, just to, because I can't, it's hard to show you. When I'm cutting my material, alright, I'm keeping this piece. I'm keeping the piece over here, alright. So when I cut my pencil line, I cut it to where you just barely see the pencil line showing on the other side of the blade, okay? And you're talking about a 32nd or 64th actually, or less of that pencil line, which isn't going to make much difference. And it's not going to be too short. Now sometimes you might want to cut it just a hair short. Alright, but I'm lining that up with the blade and I'm sighting straight down the edge of this side of this blade to the pencil line. Okay, I'm closing one eye and I'm sighting, looking straight down the face or the side of this blade here, and I can see I'm right where I want to be there. There's another gauge, like a sight, on the inside of this channel or this groove here that I sight up from, because I come right off. It's actually an edge like this, and I'm looking straight up the outside edge to my pencil line on the back side of this saw, of this tile saw. Alright, and that's what I'm doing here. So you're seeing I'm closing one eye and I'm looking at it with one eye, and so I know if I'm right where I want to be or if I need to make some adjustments. And so down the face of the blade to the groove, the sight I'm sighting in down here in this groove, and that tells me that I'm right where I need to be. So I'm pressing down and I'm pulling back to, this is a fence, okay? And so I pull back towards the fence and down on the table saw. I don't know what this is called. It's the table. Okay, so I'm pushing down on the table, back to the fence, and get that locked in place. In doing so, same thing when you're using a wood saw, a chop saw or a slide saw. Okay. Nice and clean cut. I got a little nick right there. I got to cut this off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it from the back side of the blade. I'll show you. There you have it. Alright. Okay. Just like that. Alright, I'm sitting here looking at this. Okay, this has a pretty extreme angle on it. Okay, for this little piece, for the distance that this is covering. Alright, we go from the pencil line right here all the way down to there. So in this distance, this is pretty extreme. Alright, so I'm going to have to use a wedge. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to line this up with the blade where I want it here. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this out to where I need it here on the back side. Okay. Got it just about where I want it. Now I got to push this into the blade carefully, not to move it. There we are. There's my angle. Now, you don't want to move that tile. Alright, so I'm going to take this wedge, alright, and I'm going to stick it behind just to where it touches the tile and is firm or snug. Alright, so I'm just kind of hold it here, and I'm just going to slide this into where the wedge is snug, not, but you don't want to move anything, remember. So where it touches, where it's touching, it's snug. I'll hold it down, I press again, I'm pressing down and back towards the fence. Okay, and I made it. It's nice and clean the first time. I thought I was going to have to go back and cut it again, but that looks nice. Okay, so let's go back to the niche shampoo shelf, or the shower niche. Alright, let's check. We've got 1 and 2 to check here, the ones we just cut. Alright, the one with this extreme angle that I was calling is 1. Here's the moment of truth. Here we go. Oh, dog. No, I'm joking. Alright. There we go. There it is. Alright. Let me bring my hand up here so you can see this is flush. Well, little adjustment. Okay, there you go. There's the adjustment. Looks like I may have to trim just a little bit off of this section here, maybe like 3/8 of an inch. But I can do that. I'll just scribe it with a pencil. Okay. About where I want it there. Make sure we're where we want to be here. Alright, get this set just so. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're right here. Alright, there we have it, right there. Again, I'm going to take this along this edge, push it to this, okay, and down. Push it to it, and then down the edge. I just moved it, but did I get it the first time? Yes, I got it the first time. There's a little lead mark, pencil mark right here. Alright, I can see it. So that was good. So I can make that adjustment. And let's check number 2. Alright, again, you want the cut edge to the bottom. You want everything level at the top. And here's number 2. Okay. And we are good. Alright, there we have it. Well, that's cockeyed there, but anyways, there we go. I moved. Again, it's flush, it's nice, and it's straight. So this is going to work. This will work. And reduce this screen here. What's not wanting? Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay. So, I hope this was helpful, beneficial, and look forward to hearing from you. The next thing I'll be doing is cutting the little pieces. Pieces like this, it's going on the outer edge here on each side. And we will be showing you the finished product. Well, thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot. If you think it's good enough, share it, record it, copy it. Copy the link, save it. So bye for now. Keep up the great work. Looking forward to hearing from you, and never give up, because there's always a way. Bye for now, and God bless. Bye. Have you ever wondered, where do you place the blade on your tile? Which side of the line do you cut? What's the proper placement? Well, I'm going to show you. Alright. Now, you want to cut just to the outside edge of the piece you want. Well, I want this piece. Okay, now, outside edge of the pencil line. Alright, so I'm going to get this lined up where you can see it. Alright, now that right there looks like I'm going to cut below the pencil line. Okay, but I'm holding this at an angle off to the side. But as I line up with it, you see, look right down alongside the blade. You can barely see that pencil line hanging out the other side of this blade. That's what I would call a perfect cut right there. Okay? Right on just on the other side of that blade, you see that pencil line in the front of this tile? Okay? And then if we follow this pencil line back and we look down to the bottom of the channel here, alright? If we come straight down here to the bottom of this channel, you see this lip right there. You see the edge on the inside right there. Alright, I'm going to point it out so there's no question what it is I'm talking about. Alright, so here we go. Alright, and let me get this clear. Alright, now we're nice and clear. This is the edge I'm talking about right here. So if you look straight up from this, you'll see that the pencil line falls in line. If you look at the pencil line, if you look straight down, it falls right on the outer edge. Alright? And this is your sight. It's what I'm sighting into. Now, not all table saws have this sight down in here. They have a different system. Okay, this is an older table saw. So this edge, alright, that's right here, is my sight, and I'm coming right to the inside of this edge, and that's kind of blurry. It should clear up. Okay, so there's the edge right there. You can see that outer corner. Alright, right here is what I'm talking about. So you look straight up and it falls in line with the pencil, okay, and straight in line with that blade, and we know that it's going to cut right where we want it. Okay, oh, this is just, I cannot hold this camera and cut, so I'm going to have to pick this up and splice it in.